Recently, I talked about the Straits of Hormuz being blocked and how it could affect fuel prices. And right now, the story has changed. Things have taken a more dangerous turn, and the world is still watching a dangerous standoff between the United States and Iran, of which one wrong move could trigger a global crisis. You have probably seen headlines saying 48 hours ultimatum, but what's really happening behind the scene is even more dangerous. This is not just about war, it's about control of the Straits of Hormuz, the most important oil route on earth. Iran wants its frozen billions released, and the US is refusing. And now both sides are using pressure, economic and military. Ships are being seized, oil prices are rising, and military forces are already in position. There is no confirmed countdown to war, but tensions are so high that anything can happen fast.
The world just got 48 hours to avoid World War III. The United States just gave Iran an ultimatum. Reopen the Strait of Hormuz, or America obliterates your power plants. Every single one. And Iran didn't blink. They said, close it permanently, and we'll destroy every energy site in the Gulf. Here's why you need to understand what that strait actually is. 1/5 of the world's entire oil supply moves through a stretch of water 21 miles wide. Right now, it's closed. Gas prices just jumped $1 in 30 days. Europe's energy costs exploded 35% in 1 week. And the clock is ticking. Trump posted the ultimatum Saturday night. The deadline expires Monday. The U.S. military already destroyed Iran's underground missile storage, their radar systems, their coastal defense network. Iran hit back, striking within miles of Israel's nuclear research facility. 20-plus nations, UK, France, Germany, Japan, just issued a joint condemnation. This isn't a regional conflict and
Here is what happens now. Iran has issued a 48-hour ultimatum, and at the same time, China has released a serious warning. Here's what's happening. Iran says if its $100 billion in frozen assets across the world are not unfrozen within 48 hours, it will permanently shut down the Strait of Hormuz, abandon any ceasefire, and could directly strike the United States. Meanwhile, China has urged all its citizens in Iran to leave within 24 hours or as soon as possible. Those who stay must stay in contact with the Chinese embassy. This warning matters because the last time China issued a similar alert was just 24 hours before the February 28, 2026 U.S. strike on Iran. Now the same pattern is appearing. Iran's foreign ministry says tensions have reached a critical point. Although control over the strait remains intact, China believes the situation is extremely fragile, and either side could break the ceasefire at any moment, triggering a new war that could rapidly escalate into a wider regional conflict with global economic consequences and severe disruptions to energy, breaking the war.
Trump's threat doesn't seem to be working. Right now, Iran is rejecting President Trump's 48-hour ultimatum to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, while we're openly warning of much harsher consequences if that shipping lane stays blocked. This isn't just another headline, it's a direct test of whether pressure still works in the Middle East. But you need to understand this. This is no longer just about Iran, it's about whether a regional power can hold the global economy hostage and force us to choose between backing down or escalating. Because the Strait of Hormuz isn't just any route, it's one of the most critical oil choke points in the world. If this becomes the new normal, every future crisis gets more expensive, more dangerous, and harder for us to control. Now, to be fair, some will argue that strong ultimatums are exactly how you restore deterrence, that if we show weakness here, we invite even more disruption down the line. And that argument isn't unreasonable. But if every blockade pushes us closer to a wider regional war, are we protecting stability or sleepwalking into something much bigger?
Alright, see you in my next video. I'll keep bringing you updates because this situation is changing fast. And what happens next could affect the entire world, including fuel prices where you are. Thank you for watching.